Hello and welcome to Affinity. When sharpening a picture, there is a wisdom that says you should denoise it before you sharpen it, because otherwise you're sharpening the noise. However, there's an extra thought that we can apply to this and do this differently, perhaps more effectively. So let's have a look at this. Let's just zoom in to somewhere like up here. We got a good sharpening point and we can see there's noise in the sky, and we've got an edge here which is between a relatively dark and a relatively light place, so we can see what's happening. So the standard wisdom is that what you shouldn't do is this. You start off, let's do a sharpen, and I'll just do linear light on that and then turn this up. If you turn it up too far, you get that kind of light appearing here, which is a halo, which you don't want because it looks rather strange and not natural. So we turn it down. And so we turn down until that's just about gone, and typically that happens around about 1 pixel. And then, notice here we've sharpened the noise. Notice if I go before and after, the noise is more distinctive. So if I now go to a denoise and I turn this up here, it gets to a point where we need to turn it up a bit before we actually get rid of all the noise. And say that's around about a 30-ish for that. And let's call this NR after. Now then, what's suggested then is that rather than do this, is we put the noise reduction before. So we'll put another one in here and we'll turn the high pass in afterwards. So I'll go to denoise now. Problem here is that it's actually harder to see the noise. Nevertheless, let's kind of turn it up until we can get rid of it and see some movement in there. So maybe about here. And that's all that. And then I can put the high pass sharpening on that, and the noise doesn't really jump out much after that. So that means I've denoised enough. If necessary, I could go back and do some more denoising. But what I'm going to do now is a third approach. So I do the high pass first, so I've still got this noise amplified, but I can do the noise reduction underneath it. So when it's being processed, it happens first, but when I'm implementing it, I'm doing it second. What that means is I can see the noise a lot better, so I can make a lot more accurate assessment of where I should go with it. So I go to denoise here, and let's call this NR second. And now when I turn up the luminosity here, the luminance, it goes down very quickly, and they are pretty much okay there. So there, this is around the 10 mark for this image. Doing the one before here, that's around about 20. I could turn it down a bit and fiddle with it, but that's coming back to it. It's just a bit more work. And the NR afterwards, this one, NR after, yeah, that's more like about 30, because I had to sort of come down a lot more because it was on top of it. So what I'm suggesting here is that you do the high pass sharpen first, and then you do the noise reduction, but put it underneath by first selecting the pixel layer or the layer beneath the high pass, and then putting that noise reduction in. I hope that was useful, and thank you very much for watching.